Hey folks, so Unkempt North is finally complete, at least as far as we're concerned for where we're at right now. So we're going to start out, just do a little tour. Here's the Ice Giant refugees and renegades. Everybody's finally set up like they're supposed to be, and thanks for all the input. We got all the bugs worked out. Everything is pretty much back where it was. We got our group of wildlife that's going to wind up being out here eventually. And we should, there's our Tugrin Big Eye. And there's your Paladin Only Club that everybody wanted to grind for. But yeah, the zone is finally done. I have no idea how many hours it took me to do this because I didn't realize there was this much stuff associated with this area. But there is a ton. And I'm hoping the video won't go too long. I'm going to try and just run through stuff as quick as I can. So we're going to leave here, and yeah, I'm just going to hit all the kind of the key areas. There's a hunt and gather quest that's in here with unkept tribesmen, and it's kind of off in an odd spot. I'm not going to bother running to it. Now we had a zone change already, so there's another group of wildlife right outside here. So this will be for north. And luckily we had enough video footage and enough quest information to where pretty much everything is right back where it's supposed to be. Yeah, there's only one guard here. North Gate. I know I showed this in a previous video, but I'm not going to go in and waste too much time. But yeah, everybody's here, just like they should be. And there's your chaplain for all you enchanters out there who like to grab him. We have Tenacious Frost Giants, if you remember, right on the other side of the gate. So that would be for that part, or sorry, that camp. Yeah, the outline is almost done, which is a basic outline that they came up with back when they started the project. It's pretty much all of the notable camps, all of the cities, towns, dungeons were very, very close to having that part completely done. And then it's going to come down to placing wildlife everywhere, which is we got to put in the groups of 23 first, because we have to figure out what wildlife was supposed to go in each subzone of every zone. We got 164 zones, and we need 23 wildlife minimum in each subzone. So that comes out to like 36,000. Yeah, I think it's like 36,000 pieces of wildlife. There might be more, there might be less. So we're kind of figuring that the total number of NPCs for the entire area of Teneria and Wraith are going to be around somewhere between like 50 and 70,000, somewhere in that range. And there's Commander Pearson, and there's been too many quests here, I can't even keep track of which he was for. Oh, he's for the Witch King. He's the start of that quest. But yeah, everybody's there. Another group of wildlife off to the east there. Don't need to bother with that. Oh, the unkept tribesmen, actually, hang on, he's right up here, I think. They're just small camps of 2. They were a hunt and gather, and I'm not going to bother to take a look to see what the reward was. I don't recall what it was. But here's some more of our wildlife, and this is where things get kind of weird in the game, is, we've got a biome change. We're going from forest to snow. So we've actually the way that they did it, they went ahead and broke everything up, so we split it up. There's all your snow mobs, and here's all your forest mobs. They should be right up here, I believe. And I hope I'm not talking too soft. This is kind of just the way I talk. Yeah, here they are. Yeah, so these guys were one of your hunt and gather quests. So they're in, and now, okay, we hit one. Okay, we got both those towers. Gonna take a quick run over here. There is a broken down tower over here, and I don't recall what that. There's a guard out there in the middle of nowhere. Can't remember what quest he was with. But just really happy to be done with this, and just kind of wanted to give you a little tour. Hopefully the video's not choppy. Yeah, so here's our broken down tower. There's another batch of wildlife here. No, it might, okay, it's over a little bit further. Yeah, so there is guard Wycheck, and don't know what he's here for, but he's got a purpose, and none of this stuff matters. We just need to get them back where they were, because when we come back to start filling in quests, we're going to find out all this information, and then we're also going to find any NPCs that we missed. They're all going to show up in the quests, and I would say at least 90 or 99% of the quests are logged somewhere in one of the walkthroughs or something. The information is out there. Just takes a lot of searching to find it. So here's our unkept villager or unkept druid village, and Eric was the guy who populated this. So luckily this part was already done, which was nice. And I know I did show a little bit of this before. I'm pretty sure Levandius was part of your Wereform quests. I think so. She is part of a quest that actually happened after I quit. It's the Unkempt War. So that's supposed to be the hardest quest that they ever put in the game. And that was interesting to find that and see what all was going on there. Actually, we'll go there first before I go back out to Witch King. You needed like a minimum of about 3 or 4 groups in order to do this. It's kind of a timed thing. You got 1 hour to do the quest, and I'm sure there's people out there I'm talking about there like going, oh yeah, I remember that. You get an hour to do the quest, and oh, here's our batch of wildlife for this area. And in that hour period of time, you have to kill mobs at different camps in order to get a boss to spawn. Once the boss spawns and you kill him, then he will spawn a tougher version, and then it'll finally spawn a third version. And here is Oak Hollow, which I believe is for the level 40 path quest. Yeah, almost positive. Yeah, and the drops are really nice. We've got the whole drop table from all those bosses, so that's a nice thing. And where is... Okay, I'm kind of losing track of which hill. Okay, it's over here. Yes, actually, here's 3 of the bosses. Okay, so we got War of the Dawn Minor, Ward of the Dawn Major, and Supreme Ward Boreg. So these camps will spawn when you start the war, and there are 2 to 3 camps on the northwest and northwest and southwest side of this hill for the Dawn tribe. And like I said, it's 2 to 3, so I'm still not sure how we're going to put a random group in, but for right now I just left it at 2. Those bosses spawn, and you have to kill them before they make it up here to the guy who starts the war, which is him. And those bosses are really high level. The the smallest one is level 60, and then the next one is 62, and the last one's 63. So they are very high level um, as far as bosses go. So here, yeah, here's the Moon Tribesmen. This is the other clan that's part of the war. And then these are your three bosses. Night Reaper Omega, Night Reaper Beta, and Alpha Reaper Hans. So they just got a little bigger each time, a little bit tougher. And we'll run out to Witch King quick, and I can show you how that finalized out. Yeah, I know we thank you in the Facebook groups, but the amount of information that you all remember is just priceless, because it really gets us to not mess up spots and, things that we'd either guess at or just kind of have to improvise on. So between you all and all what's remaining of the stuff we can research online, it's coming together pretty nice, actually, I think. I know we're putting our databases back into Dustin I guess tomorrow, to get them merged. And then we'll have a fresh count on how many NPCs are in the game. I know that Eric put in just a stupid amount of hours since the last time we did this. I've tried my best to put in as much as I can. I think I've done okay. I would have liked to have gotten more done, but I'm not even sure how many NPCs I got in this batch. Alright, I guess it doesn't seem like the video is going to be as long as I thought, which is good. Alright, there's our mountain. Yeah, so after this is finished, the outline, we do all the wildlife stuff, and we need to map the Z value, which I know I've done posts about. Every square foot of this game has a Z value attached to it, and we need to run over every single little bit of it to map it all. We've got a piece or a setup that allows you to map, pretty nice swatch of area, but we're gonna need help with that, and I mean, we're gonna need a lot of help with that. The way we figured it, if we had 3 of us working on it, it's gonna take somewhere around 14 months to map the Z value for everything with 3 people. Every single person we could get to help do that, that's willing to take the time to, and it's not going to be a hard job. It's just going to be time consuming, and paying attention to the details of not missing a dot here or there and that type of thing. But I mean, if we could get 10 people to work on it, we could be done in 5 months, probably. So that's why we keep asking for help. It's, that's just going to make it's just going to make a huge difference in exactly how long it takes for you all to be able to play the game again. And just the tiny group of us working on this, yeah, we're talking 3 years, probably, if not, yeah, I would say 3 years minimum is just a rough guess. But there's, especially on the mapping, the Z value mapping, we just really need some help. Oh, and I threw some cultists in here just so we had reference as to what they were in the daytime versus the wear forms at night. But that's about it. And I thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the patience. We're trying our best. So I'll try and keep you all updated. Have a good night and have a good Easter.